This little girl had a super pig. When she wanted to eat fruit, Okja would hit the tree with his body, causing the fruit to fall down. When the girl wanted to fish, Okja would leap high into the water, and when she felt sleepy, she would fall asleep right on top of Okja. The two were like family. But one day, some tourists came by and took a quick look at Okja. Seeing this, the girl's grandfather deliberately took her to a remote place and told her that Okja would be taken away from them. To keep her from feeling sad, he gave her a small golden pig toy. Hearing this, the girl immediately ran down the mountain and went looking for Okja. Soon, she spotted the truck in which Okja was being transported. Unmindful of the danger, she ran after the truck and eventually climbed aboard. But then some masked men arrived in their vehicle. They stopped the truck and tried to free Okja. At that very moment, the girl loudly called out Okja's name. Okja immediately runs to her, and the two escape. Now they are in an unfamiliar place, trying to find their way home. Meanwhile, Okja accidentally falls, and the masked men arrive. Just then, some greedy traders arrive. They immediately inject Okja with tranquilizers, which render her unconscious. But the masked men block the injections with their umbrellas. With their help, the girl and Okja escape again. It is later revealed that the masked men are members of an animal protection organization. They propose attaching a hidden camera to Okja's ear to collect evidence of the cruelty inflicted on animals by the greedy traders. They promise to rescue Okja later. The girl is reluctant to agree to this plan, but the translator lies and says she has agreed, and thus Okja is handed over to the traders again. Okja is subjected to horrific torture in a dark factory. Tears well up in her eyes. Yet people continue to perform various tests on her to check the quality of her meat. Fortunately, a hidden camera records all of this. Meanwhile, the girl arrives at the factory to rescue Okja. There, she sees an employee anesthetizing another super pig. Moments later, Okja is also put on the machine. The girl, weeping, begs the employee not to do so. Just then, the factory owner arrives and signals him to continue working. Then, the girl takes out her little golden pig and says she wants to buy Okja. When the owner realizes it's real gold, he accepts the deal. Thus, the girl finally manages to get Okja out of the factory. But the sound of anesthesia guns still echoes from inside. Suddenly, two pigs push against the electric floodlights with all their might and release their young. Two security guards look back, but they don't see anything unusual. In fact, the little boy was hidden behind her by Okja. The girl looked at the little piglet's parents with tearful eyes.